Recourse to the Supreme Court seems to be the only thing we can take care of, we can look forward to at this time. We have tried our best to play by the rules of the Senate, but it's clear that the rules leave much to be desired. We are litigating in an environment which ordinary litigators would find unacceptable. Ordinary litigants, I'm sorry, would find unacceptable. When we asked for a preliminary hearing, we were denied, which deprived us of the opportunity to attack the complaint and question its validity. Then we have the issue of the 2.3 and 2.4, and we feel that paragraph 2.3 should have been excluded because it is equally as defective as 2.4. You should also know that that objection continues throughout the complaint. As you can see again in Article 3, they're attempting to introduce evidence that is found only in the discussion, but not in the ground itself. Now, in addition to that, there have been numerous calls regarding the allowance, regarding the permission to introduce information, documents, and testimony, particularly in the case of the bank accounts, which is contrary to law. Senate President himself has made it very clear that there are certain instances where only the Supreme Court has the authority to answer these questions, right? Now, I think what makes it very clear that our recourse to the Supreme Court is warranted or justified is that we have no remedies here. There is no motion for reconsideration. We were told that we could not argue with the senator judges. We respect all those rules. We were also told that private counsels, private prosecutors could not argue, and yet you see them constantly taking the floor. And while we have tried our very best to abide by the rules of the Senate, it just has become an unbearable situation where the Chief Justice is unable to get a fair opportunity to defend himself. And even if on occasion we manage to hold our ground inside the courtroom, there is no protection given to him outside the courtroom. He is the victim of black propaganda. He is the victim of evidence being brought out, and the Senate has already said that they're not covered by the sub judice rule as such. It just doesn't seem that our defenses and the innocence of the Chief Justice can be properly appreciated in this environment.
And what about comments on the constitutional crisis?
Well, that remains to be seen. I think this is a constitutional crisis. This is an attack on the judiciary. This is a very clear case of Congress monkeying around with the Constitution, of 188 congressmen bullying their way through. It seems to me like a blatant attempt to find a cheap alternative to a real campaign. This is driven by a few individuals who want to gain instant popularity because otherwise they would not stand a chance in the elections.